mood right. Gotta set the mood right. Greetings, bright eyes, and welcome back. Welcome. My name is Chantel Asamoto White, and I am going to be your yoga guide for today's practice. So, whether you're watching me in the middle of the day, whether you're tuning into this at the start of your day, whether it's the end of your day, and you're looking for something calming to wind down, thank you so much for tuning in with me, for tuning into me, and for bringing yourself back to your mat or your bed, as you can see here. So today's practice is going to be fairly easygoing, actually very easygoing, very simplistic. Today we want to foster a sense of gratitude. And so, in fostering that gratitude, we're going to take things slow, we're going to take things easy, we're going to do a practice from the bed because hey, sometimes we're nowhere near our mat, sometimes we're traveling, sometimes we're at a relative's house, sometimes we're not in our own bed, but we need that opportunity to hold space and place for ourselves, to devote time to ourselves. And so this practice today is dedicated and devoted to gratitude. So stay tuned. All right, so as we begin, I want you, or I invite you, to start to think about the things that you're grateful for. The first things first is you're awake. You're alive. You experience another day in this thing we call life. So, first things first, let's hold space to be grateful for life. So, as we are going through our practice, I want you to just start thinking about and listing the things that you're grateful for. It doesn't matter how small or how large they are, but I just want you to hold space for gratitude and the things that you are grateful for in your life. So, we are going to begin with focusing on our breath. So, I want you to find a comfortable seated position in your bed, and I invite you to place your hands on your knees, palms facing up, because we are expressing our gratitude, but we're also receiving blessings and receiving from the universe as we are taking the opportunity to leave space for gratitude. So, as you put your hands on your knees, I invite you to close your eyes if you feel comfortable and safe, and breathe in deeply for a count of 5 through your nose. I want you to pause at the top for 3, and then I invite you to exhale completely for a count of 5. So I invite you to inhale for 5 counts, pause at the top for 3 counts, and exhale fully for 5 counts. Are you ready? Let's go. In for 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now pause at the top for 3, 2, 1. Now exhale deeply for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I invite you to do that a few more times. Inhale for 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pause for 3, 2, 1. Exhale completely for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I invite you to do that 3 more times as we're getting started. head, arms or hands clasped, and bring them down to your heart space. Exhale. Inhale, raise your hands above your head and release and bring your arms down to your side. We're going to do that again. Raise your arms up above your head, hands in the middle, bring them down to your heart space. Exhale, inhale, hands up, arms raised up above, bring your arms down to your side. Exhale, one more time, arms up above your head, hands meet in the center, bring hands down to your heart space. And release. So, yes, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. We're going to raise our arms above our head and stretch all the way up like the sun is pulling you all the way up, and you're stretching, 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 and I want you to fold over. Now, of course, sometimes when we wake up, we're feeling a little tight, which is why we're here, correct? So if you're feeling a little tight and you find that you can't quite make it all the way down, I want you to make it down as far as you can and accept where you are and be grateful that you're here. So as far as you can go in your seated forward fold, and we're going to take a couple of breaths here. One last breath. And I want you to slowly rise, vertebrae by vertebrae, with your head coming up very last, and your shoulders flexed back. That felt pretty good. Can we do that again? All right, I invite you to do it again. So we bring our arms up above our heads and we fold. Very good. Take a note to yourself right now. How much further are you able to forward fold this second time around? It's pretty interesting how amazing our body works, isn't it? Definitely am grateful for my body. If it feels right to you, I would love for you to repeat that affirmation to yourself. I am grateful for my body. And take a couple of breaths here again. And rise slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, with your head rising last and your shoulders rolling to the back. Yes, that felt amazing. So yes, now I invite you to release your seated position and stretch your legs all the way out in front of you, and I want you to flex your feet. I don't think we give enough credit to our feet and its ability to carry us everywhere we go, and our ability to make us stand tall, and our ability to carry us. I mean, our ability to make us feel stable. And I totally understand that there are many people who may not experience the opportunity to utilize their feet how many of us are able to. So, for those of you uh, who are disabled or who may be affected in your feet, I just want you to take the opportunity to just send love to those parts of your body, to that part of your body that may not function exactly how you wish it did. But I want you to hold space for gratitude, because there are people who don't have feet. And it's not to say in a joking manner, but I think we take for granted so many things in our lives that could be problems, that are problems. But anytime you feel yourself in a place, continue flexing, you feel yourself in a place of thinking about what you don't have, what you wish you had, what's not working, what's flawed in yourself or in your body, I just want you to take the opportunity to realize that many of the flaws, many of the things that we see wrong within ourselves are things that people wish that they had. So I want you to hold space for gratitude, hold space to be grateful for everything about you that makes you, whether it is that pimple, whether it is, that belly, whether it is, a broken leg or your inability to use your legs. I just want you to take the opportunity to send love and gratitude to all the parts of you that makes you. So as we continue flexing our feet, flexing our legs, waking those legs up, especially if you're just now waking up and getting your day started, or flexing your feet because you've been on your feet all day, just take the opportunity to flex them maybe one at a time, flex them back and forth. And we're going to rise our arms above our head, and we're going to fold. And if you can touch your feet or past your feet, that is wonderful. That is so good. But if you are only able to get your shins or even to reach your thighs, I want to congratulate you, because that's amazing too. So forward fold, touching our feet or as close to our feet as we can get. And I invite you to rest or relax in this place, to pause in this space, and to take a deep breath as we send some loving stretches to our legs, into our lower back, into our shoulders and our neck. And just take a quick pause here and take 2 deep cleansing breaths. Alrighty, now I invite you to rise slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, like we just did. What are some things that you're thankful for? What are some things that you imagined for yourself that came true and you're just so excited for? In this moment, as you're thinking about those things that you're grateful for, I invite you to stretch your right arm over your left body and use your left hand to pull your arm just a little bit to really get into this stretch. We're stretching our shoulders, we're stretching our neck to the side, we're waking up our extremities and waking up our body, and of course we're sending our body love and gratitude for bringing us here. Deepak Chopra has said in many of his affirmation songs or sounds, if you will, the body is the garden of the soul. How are you tending to your body? So again, I thank you for tuning in to my practice today to tend to your body, which is the garden of your soul. We're going to switch arms. We're going to pull, stretch, get that good stretch in our shoulders and our arms and a little bit in our neck. Oh yeah, that feels really good. All right, and now we're going to take our right arm and bring it up and over our head, and we're going to stretch, gently stretch our head and neck to our right side so we can get a good stretch here in our neck, because let's be honest, it's time for you to change out those pillows, isn't it? You slept kind of funny on that pillow, so let's stretch that neck a little bit. Let's be grateful for how our neck holds up our head, which is one of the heaviest parts of our body. Like, our brain is heavy. Think about all the calculations and computations our brain is doing. So we got to make sure that we support our neck, which supports our head, and we send it some love and release. And we're going to do that on the other side. Take your left arm up and over your head and gently pull your head over to your left side so we can stretch that neck. Yes, you're doing an excellent job. Oh yes, and we're going to release. And now, of course, like I said, this was a very simple practice that I invite you to enjoy as you're just waking up and getting started with your day, and or if it's nap time and you need something to calm you down, thank you so much. And again, if this is the evening time for you and you're just looking for a way to just release the day, I thank you once again. So we're going to get into our last pose, which would seem a little bit counterintuitive because it's Savasana. And of course, Savasana invites you to lay still and to bring your awareness to your space and to almost zone out a little bit. But if you're just waking up, you're like, if I lay back down, I'm going right back to sleep. But as you are laying down, as you are preparing to get into Savasana, if you're just waking up, I invite you to again list those things that you're grateful for. If you're getting ready to take a nap, I want you to take the opportunity to think about the things that has happened in your day that you are grateful for to this point. And if it's the evening time, I invite you to think about all the things that you experienced in your day, week, or month that you are grateful for. So I invite you to lay back. Find a comfortable position. I invite you to put your hands to the sides of your body. You can put your hands on your heart. You can put your hands on your diaphragm. I personally like to have my right hand on my diaphragm where we have our deep breaths, and my left hand over my heart so I can feel that life-giving force happening. And so we are going to spend some time listing out the things that we are grateful for and expressing our gratitude for about 3 to 5 minutes. And if this practice has been helpful to you and you feel like you need to take a little bit longer to enjoy this Savasana, I invite you to continue on past the 3 to 5 minutes. And if this practice was everything that you need, I invite you to stay to the end of the video so we can close out with some mantras. All right, I invite you to exist in Savasana.
invite you to bring awareness back to your body. I invite you to bring your awareness back to your space and wiggle your toes, waking up your toes, maybe rotating them clockwise and counterclockwise. I invite you to bring awareness back to your fingers, maybe opening and closing them, wiggling your fingers, maybe rotating your wrist clockwise and counterclockwise. I invite you to bring awareness back to this space and place and time as you continue rotating your feet and your wrists, your hands. I invite you to take a couple of deep breaths as you begin to awaken your body, maybe gently opening your eyes if you feel safe enough to close them. I invite you to take a couple of deep cleansing breaths. Inhale, pause, and exhale. And I invite you to repeat that. Inhale, pause, and exhale. Let's try that again. One more time. Inhale, pause, and exhale completely. I invite you to fully open up your eyes and slowly rise.
Coming back to our cross-legged seated position. Ooh, felt that one, yes. I invite you to rise your arms up and over, above your head, and to release, floating your fingers back down. I'm going to do that again. Rise your arms up above your head and floating down your fingers. Last time, we're going to rise our hands and arms up and above our head, and we're going to bring our hands to meet and center and bring it down so our thumbs meet our chest, right in our heart center. So again, I thank you so much for joining me for this practice dedicated and devoted to gratitude. I invite you to allow the rest of your day to be completely filled with that gratitude. If you find yourself upset or overwhelmed, feeling anxious, if you find that you want to cuss somebody out, I invite you to remember this practice and remember your time here, listing and feeling grateful for all of the things that you are able to experience in your life, flaws and all, and to remember how amazing, how amazing your life is despite everything. So as we end this practice, I invite you to repeat after me. And if you're not feeling like you want to repeat, just hold these words dear to your heart and allow them to fill you with that gratitude or to be added to your sense of gratitude. Thank you. Thank you for my life. Thank you for waking me up this morning. Thank you for the opportunity to live my life each day. Thank you for giving me the opportunity every day that I open my eyes to experience this thing called life. I am grateful for the opportunity to live in and out my purpose each and every day. I am grateful for the amazing things that's coming my way. I am grateful for the people in my life that love and support me and provide me with a safe space to exist. I am grateful. I am grateful for everything because everything has made me who I am. Thank you. Thank you again so much for joining me for this practice dedicated to gratitude, dedicated to being grateful. And as you continue your day, whether it's just getting started, whether it's already started and you're halfway through there, or if it has ended, thank you so much for joining me for this practice today and allowing me to be your yoga guide. I am grateful for your attendance, and I am so grateful that you decided to spend time here with me and to return to some time to yourself and holding space and place for yourself. Again, my name is Chantel Asamoto White. I am your yoga guide, and I thank you so much for joining me. The divine in you is so grateful that the divine that the divine in you has met with the divine in me as well. Namaste.